Hey folks, this is Kurt here with Carolina Packers, and this is Ashby with the Johnston County Visitors Bureau. And we wanted to talk to y'all today about a few things. One is all the wonderful things here in Johnston County. We're going to talk about our state magazine again, which there's a lot that the Johnston County Visitors Bureau has to do with this, and of course Bright Leaf hot dogs. So if y'all hadn't checked it out yet, there's our state magazine article. We're very happy and proud to be on the front page. We got the feature story, talks all about Bright Leaf hot dogs. And the Johnston County Visitors Bureau helped pitch that I-95 corridor idea several years ago. It takes a while to get to it, but we're so thankful they did. And we just kind of wanted to talk about that today. So for us, it meant a whole lot to be able to work together in this county and to promote a lot of the stuff that we have going on. When folks come to Johnston County, even if you've been here a long time and you don't know what's out there, I would encourage you to check out the Johnston County Visitors Bureau website. There is a wealth of information on there. There's all kinds of stuff. It talks about where's the best place to eat, where can I take my pet, where should I stay at. There's economic development news stories on there. There's where to get jobs. There's just so many resources that you can find there. And whether you're new or whether you're coming into town or been here a while, it's a great place to check out. Now, for us in this article, we were able to really show people what we do here, and we are so blessed to have such a strong following of folks that love our Bright Leaf hot dogs, and it's quite a heritage and tradition that we've been working at since 1941. Ashby, can you tell us a little bit about how we were able to be a part of this story and maybe other industries that might be able to benefit from what y'all do too?
Absolutely. So thank you for that introduction, by the way. I'm going to have you go with me and talk about what the Bureau does all the time, because that was a really great succinct way of talking about what we do. And the website that he was talking about is johnstoncounty.nc.org, which is where you can find all the travel information about Johnston County if you're coming from the visitor perspective. And then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll find more information about what the Bureau does on a local level, economic development, some of the other things that Kurt was talking about. So one of the big things that the Bureau does is, and especially me as the director of marketing, is we're constantly pitching out stories to major publications, both print and digital, about Johnston County as a destination. But in that, we're talking about Johnston County places, people, products. And for this particular issue, we worked with our state magazine's editorial team for a number of years to pitch them things like Carolina Packers and Bright Leaf hot dogs, the places you can go in Johnston County to eat red hot dogs. And then also in this issue, you'll find an insert that includes Hills of snow cones, and you'll find a spread on the Redneck Barbecue Lab and Jerry Stevenson, who also serves red hot dogs. So you can get barbecue there, but you can also get Carolina Packers hot dog. And we work with multiple publications throughout the year. We're constantly sort of like pitching out things and waiting for those stories to come around, to fit into someone's editorial calendar. And we need partners like Bright Leaf and like Jerry that will work with us to host photographers, writers, editors who can come in and get the materials and the content to make sure that cover stories like this happen. Obviously, our state is a really great example, but we also work with AAA Go. We've been in the Toronto Sun. We have a pretty big Canadian travel market because of I-95, which a lot of people find surprising. But we're really proud of this particular issue because it involves so much of JoCo, and we're really excited that you guys got the cover photo. One of the things that was really funny to me when I first heard that you guys were going to be the cover story, I was like, look, I love Bright Leaf hot dogs. I eat them all the time, but I've yet to find a great way to take a really beautiful photo of a hot dog. And so I was like, I can't wait to see how they did it. And sure enough, they did. They have food photographers who are way more talented than I am. But yeah, we're really excited that you guys got included in this in such a big way.
Yeah, we are too. And when you talk about stories that y'all kind of bring forward, it sounds like you just really need people to and industries to devote some time and say, hey, can we come with some cameras? Can we talk to y'all a little bit? Can we help develop this story? It's not like you're asking for anything else other than just time and, hey, this is an important thing we'd like to talk about. Will you give us some time and talk about this? Let's develop this story and we'll work at it over a few years.
Absolutely. Yeah. So one of the main parts of the pitching to publication is getting people like Billy, who you had in last week or the week before. And so I was pitching Our State, and Billy is a freelance writer for Our State. And so then the idea would be that the restaurants along the hot dog trail or, Brightleaf would host him, would bring him in, would explain to him, the importance of hot dogs and, why they matter to residents, why they matter to tourists. I know Justin spent some time talking with him. I spent some time talking with him. And so really all we're asking for is just your time to give to these people who are actually making sure these stories get printed. And sometimes it involves just being on the phone. Sometimes they come into Johnston County, into the destination to take the photography and things like that. And then we end up getting something like this to print, which is really nice.
It is, and it's nice how we got several connected stories there too. There's a story my grandpa's told me, and people say, because I get super passionate about Brightleaf hot dogs, of course, and they're always, well, it's just a hot dog. Why are you so excited about it? Well, I've had a lot of people in my family work in this company and help put food on the table. But more than that, hearing the stories coming up, and there was one in particular, my grandpa would tell me, he said, in this community, long time ago, there wasn't a meat processing plant here in Johnston County. And so what people would do, small farmers, they'd have, a couple hogs, or maybe they have a couple cows, and they would take them. There's a place up at Four Oaks that they would take them to, but it wasn't really auctioned there. They would take them, they'd load them, they send them up to Richmond, Virginia. And then along the way, there may be some livestock lost along the way, but the farmer would never know. They'd just get the money back. Well, you gave us 4, but we got 3, and that's all we had here. So, Mr. Jones came and helped build this company and brought in a place where the local farmer could come and they could trust us because we were right next door. They knew us. We were right here. You could come and say, hey, I've got 2 hogs. Can I bring you? Yeah, bring them on down. And Grandpa would tell me that he remembers there was a time there was just trucks lined up all the way down 301. And there might be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. They'd be bringing the livestock here, and he just watched it grow over the years. Now, throughout time, the industry's consolidated some. So, like, unfortunately, we don't have the small farmer anymore that's just got 1 or 2 that can bring it. You do have custom processing places throughout North Carolina. We, unfortunately, are not one of those places. We spend all of our time making Brightleaf hot dogs and the other products we make, and the volume is at a rate now. We wish we could work with the small farmers, and we do work with independent livestock producers, but it's not like it used to be, mainly because they just don't exist. So you don't have I just got 2 hogs, can I bring them up here today? And it helped the income. So when you look at something like that happened with industry a long time ago, and in the community where a business was developed, you had this rich heritage that was created. So now when people come around, even we talk to folks out of state, and they're looking for what's the red hot dog, what's this thing about? It's Brightleaf. They know Brightleaf hot dog was the original red hot dog in North Carolina, and there's something special about it. We still make it fresh like we did in 1941. So we're still using fresh beef, fresh pork, and still making that hot dog fresh every day. Most of the time we run out of product. We cannot make enough. And it's because we're not set up to kind of warehouse a lot of our product. As most people know, it's in a bag, it's in a loose bag. We do make some vacuum packs, but we're trying to keep it fresh. And just like it was back when my grandpa worked here, and when folks that came up were just bringing a couple cows, a couple hogs here, we're trying to keep it as close to that as possible, so people can actually feel that what's so special about this. It's not just a hot dog to us. This helped make a community, and it was just something really special. So I like seeing the interconnected stories now. If folks want to get in touch with y'all and they want to talk to you in person, maybe they don't want to get online or call you, where can they find you?
So we're located, we have our own visitor center. We're right off of I-95, really close to where the Smithfield hotels and the outlets are. So we're at 234 Venture Drive. We're actually where the old Carolina Bridal World used to be, which locals will know. And again, we have a visitor center open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And you can come in and talk to us. You can get brochures. We get a lot of visitors coming in off the highway that want visitor information. And I think that tourism has always been about obviously experiencing other places at its heart, right? And a big thing for us is getting people to stay the night, because how we're funded is through an occupancy tax. So if people stay at our hotels, they pay a percentage on their room night, and that percentage goes into marketing Johnston County as a destination. But regional traffic and drive-through traffic, anyone who isn't a resident of Johnston County and comes into Johnston County and purchases food, products, gas, shops at the outlets, they're also, contributing to our sales tax. And then they move on down the road to wherever they're headed. So we do get a lot of drive-through traffic. We get a lot of people who are visiting friends and family in the area and might want to travel a food trail or go to the Ava Gardner Museum. And so we get I think a lot of people who are from Johnston County don't necessarily think of it as a vacation destination. And are people flying or driving to Johnston County to vacation? Not necessarily, but they're often, because of I-95, on their way somewhere. And the history that you're talking about is much more prevalent now, I think, in tourism as far as what people really want to experience. So if I'm on my way somewhere, of course I need to stop and I need to eat and I need to get gas and I might need to stay tonight, but more and more people are looking for unique local ways to do that. And so while they're here, we're trying to get them to experience something local, eat at a local restaurant, travel along one of our food trails like the Red Hot Dog Trail, like the Coffee Trail, like the Beer, Wine, and Shine Trail, that will take them to these places where you can meet locals, you can experience the history of local makers, not just Carolina Packers, but the history of Broad Slab Distillery and moonshining in the Benson area. You can experience that. And people are willing to travel just a little bit further off the highway to get to places like this that have that unique flavor, that have that unique history, so that they can say that they really experienced something in their vacation or on their way somewhere. And that's one of the things that we really focus on. If you go to our website or you stop in at our visitor center, is we're trying to really spotlight local products, places, people.
And y'all done a great job with that. I know if somebody was planning a trip and they just knew, hey, like, hopefully they read this magazine, they'll be like, I-95 corridor, that's great, what can I do? They can check this magazine out. But if they check out the site, like you said, there is the hot dog trail, there's the beer, wine, and shine trail, right? Mm-hmm. And you've got the barbecue trail. If you check that out and plan your trip and you end up hungry, it's your own fault. There's plenty of great places you can eat instead of just stopping by and getting some fast food. How cool it is for y'all to be able to really highlight what Johnston County has to offer and make it real easy for folks to find where that's at. So we do appreciate that. And on the hot dog trail, it's a red hot dog trail specifically,
Absolutely.
Right? And we do have two folks here in Johnston County. We're Carolina Packers. We make Brightleaf hot dogs. Stevens Sausage Company is also a company. We're right down the road from each other. They make hot dogs too. They do some hams. They do sausage and other things. And especially through the pandemic, we found a lot of people look at us and we're competitors, because we are. But we're both small processors, and we're both entrenched here in Johnston County in the tradition. We all got our own stories. And we did try to work together. We do the best we can as far as helping each other out, supplies here or there. But we do make two different hot dogs. They are different. They're branded different, so So if you follow that hot dog trail, you can go to any one of those stores and you just ask them, hey, am I eating a broadleaf hot dog? Is this a Stevens hot dog? You can just ask, and then you just find out which one's your favorite, because everybody here's got their favorite. Of course, or for me, it's going to be broadleaf. For a lot of folks, it's going to be broadleaf, but you never know. So enjoy going down that trail. And also, you said the Visitors Bureau, that's over there by the Pottery, Carolina Outlets, right?
Yes.
So the other cool thing is, if you're traveling, the best thing to do is you stop by over there and you can find out everything you need to know about Johnston County, and then you can go right over to any one of those outlet stores and get some great deals on all kinds of stuff. And then just a couple exits up the road, y'all just come on up. You can stop here at Carolina Packers. We got a Brightleaf Country Store where we got all of our Brightleaf products. We even have grass-fed pasture-raised beef that we're raising in Clayton. We got some, some merchandise and stuff like that. So you can do a lot of things if you're traveling through Johnston County. So if you want to find out some more, you can check us out or check out the Johnston County Visitors Bureau online or in person. It was great being with y'all today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.